What's going on, guys? Highly skilled creature here, bringing you a new best in slot smithing method from all levels above 85 smithing. Let's get straight to it. The requirements for this method are level 85 smithing, a coal bag, ice gloves, goldsmith gauntlets, or a smithing cape, and full graceful. You'll also need some cash to cover the turnover. About 12 million coins would be the minimum I would recommend. To start this method, release the placeholder for your ice gloves, coal bag, and goldsmith gauntlets, and it's really important that you fill your bank with placeholder stuff. You also want to be on world 58 and put some money in the coffer over here. I'm going to time this method and we can compare stats afterwards to see how it stacks up against regular gold ore smithing. Let's get started. The idea behind this method is to capitalize on the coal bag, granting an additional 26 inventory slots without missing out on the enormous smithing experience of smithing gold ores with goldsmithing gauntlets equipped. For the first 3 inventories, I load up my coal bag and bring an inventory of gold ore over to the furnace, placing both the gold ore and coal in the furnace. I wear my goldsmithing gauntlets for the bonus experience, then switch to the ice gauntlets after the XP drops, so I can pick up the bars. By the 4th inventory, I've accumulated enough coal in the furnace to do an inventory of runite ore, which is still great experience and negates most of the cost associated with goldsmithing. Stopping the timer now, those 4 inventories took 1 minute and 28 seconds to make. We'll round it up to 1 minute and 29 seconds. Okay, now start the timer and do 4 inventories of gold ore. Stopping the timer, those 4 inventories took me 1 minute and 18.85 seconds. But I made some mistakes, so let's round down the time to 1 minute 16 seconds. Now it's time to do some math without XP wasting. Now, prices fluctuate, but here are the prices at the time of me conducting this experiment. To make a rune bar, it requires 1 runite ore and 4 coal for a total cost of 11,900. Subtract that from the price of a runite bar is a profit of 600 GP per runite bar made and 50 XP. Calculating the cost of making a gold bar is the price of a gold ore minus the price of a gold bar, which is minus 250 GP and 56.2 XP. There's also an hourly overhead cost of using the blast furnace. It's 60k GP an hour paid in the coffer. Plus, we want to be using staminas. 25 sips of stamina pot an hour, which with today's prices is worth 35k, plus 5k for stamina pots fluctuating, 100k GP per hour. So let's move those base costs over to the side and look at the metrics and statistics of each method. Using the hybrid method, we took 1 minute and 29 seconds to make 26 runite bars and 78 gold bars. The 26 runite bars are worth 15,600 GP and 1,300 XP. Making 78 gold bars cost us 250 GP per gold bar, which is a total cost of 19,500 GP. We also got 4,383.6 experience. I'm not a genius, used a calculator. To work out how good this method is as a whole, we have to combine the numbers together. Negative 3,900 GP, 5,683.6 experience. To reach these combined GP and XP rates, it's going to take us 1 minute and 29 seconds, which means we can do it 40.45 times every hour. So let's combine these figures with 40.45 to work out our GP and XP per hour. Negative 157,755 GP per hour and 229,900 XP per hour. And we can't forget the overhead of 100k GP per hour, totaling negative 257k an hour. Now let's calculate for the gold method. We were able to make 108 gold ore. This works out to cost us 27,000 GP, and it granted us 6,069.6 experience. With a time of 1 minute 17 seconds, we would be able to do this iteration 46.75 times per hour. So times these figures by 46.75 and we get 1.262 million and 283,750 XP. Now, of course, we can't forget the overhead cost of running the furnace of 100,000 experience. So let's up that to, 100,000 GP. So let's up that to 1.362 million. So we got two slightly different smithing methods with different metrics. How do we figure out which method is more appropriate for you? Using the gold ore method, we are going to take exactly 1 hour to make 283.75k smithing experience. And it's going to cost us 1.362 million coins. To get the same amount of experience using the hybrid method, statistics in the top right hand corner, it's going to take us 1.234 hours, which is 1 hour and 14 minutes. And it's going to cost us 318,000 GP. If we can make up the difference between these two figures below in 14 minutes, then it's more efficient to use the gold method. In order to make this amount of money in 14 minutes, we need to be able to make consistently 4.457 million GP per hour. So there's the bottom line. If you can make 4.457 million GP an hour consistently, it is more efficient to stick to doing just gold ore. If you can't, because those, let's be real, are pretty ridiculous numbers, then it's more efficient to use the hybrid method for your situation. Thanks guys, you've been great. I've been Highly Skilled Creature, and if you like, check out my stream, link in the description below. Cheers.